Hi folks, here I am in Japan, Nihon Goku, the land of the rising sun, and this video falls into the series Why I Love Japan. Now I'm in a town, it's north of Tokyo I think, somewhere north of Tokyo, the town of Ora. And let me tell you this story that happened. The year is 1945, the height of the war between our two nations, and we did not like one another. And now remember, 1945, Japan was bombarded continuously throughout the whole country basically. Our B29s, which we call the flying fortresses, blanketed the skies over Japan, dropping bombs down. Well, it was a war, and that's what happens in war. Well, over this town during that time, two B29 bombers had a mid-air collision. They collided with one another, crashed to the ground in this town, and all the occupants died. So now what did the people in Japan do in this little town when they had all these dead American bodies? Did they drag them to the streets and spit on them? No. They cut their heads off. No, they didn't do that. You know what these good people did? They took the bodies out of the wreckage and they buried, I think they cremated them. They cremated the remains and respectfully placed them in this temple. Is that correct? Yeah. They placed them in this temple. It's a Buddhist temple I'm at. And they kept the remains there. Now the war was over. Some months later, the war was over. Japan lost the war. They lost that war, and now the country's occupied by the Americans. They are being occupied. Are the Japanese bitter? Do they hate the Americans? Do they keep these the cremation of these Army air personnel in the temple? No. They contacted American authorities and they turned the remains over to the American authorities so they can bring it back to the United States for burial in the United States. Now does our story end right there? Did the people hate America? Did they hate those airmen in this town because those flying fortresses came here to bomb them? No. Some 68 years later, what the good people did here, they collected money in this town and created this monument. Out of respect for those servicemen who passed away. This is Japan. There's respect. The respect and the honor that they show, even for their enemy when they're dead. This is my friend Kiyokazu. Kiyokazu was the one that alerted me to the story and brought us here. So we're going to dedicate, could I put it in here? Yeah. Alright folks, if you're American, I'm sure you'd agree with me. Why I love Japan. We'll see. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Nihon Goku. God bless our airmen and these beautiful people in this town. See you.
Thank you.
Okay.